welcome to PromiseTalk, the only show that talks about the things that you think about. And of course, I am your host, Promise Billions, and I am here to talk about the things you think about as well. Alright, so gone are the days where we say that somebody is famous, then it means the person might have achieved something great in life. But then what do we see lately? All the people we see around us who are famous are those who might have posted a nude picture or threw an insult to somebody out there. And I think this is very worrying and we need to talk about it. We don't have to overlook it. And so I have my guest with me to delve into it and find out why and how we got to this very current situation. Remember, you can join this conversation by logging on to our social media pages. Facebook is PromiseTalk. Instagram and Twitter is Promise_talk. We are taking this break, and when we return, you'll get to meet my guest. Alright, welcome back from that quick commercial break. If you're just tuning in, you are watching PromiseTalk, and we are discussing fame. So I have my guest with me. My guest is a broadcast journalist, Mr. Edmond Kumeje.
Yes, Ms. Promise.
You're welcome to PromiseTalk.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
All right. I like your African. Okay, looks like we are celebrating African.
Wow. What can I say? I'm African. I like yours too. It's pretty.
Thank you. Okay, so this thing about fame, what's the perception about fame? I know we all know what fame is, but then what's the perception?
Yes, I think fame, the classic definition of fame should be the rate at which people know you, the rate at which a particular group of people are aware of something you have done. Yes, that is fame. But the misconstruction of fame among contemporary people of these days is that they think fame is just people getting to know you, but actually fame should be as a result, people knowing you as a result of you doing something, you bringing some sort of benefit, some sort of goodness to the society. And so there's fame and there's fame. There's fame, being famous for the good reasons and being famous for the bad reasons.
Yes. So from my intro, would you say that our world today is sick because we seem not to recognize those who are really putting in much work?
Yeah, well, from a closed point of view, it could be, because if you're a social media freak like certain people I know, definitely the only famous people you are going to see are these celebrities and people who do some of the absurd things that you can think about, posting nude pictures, shooting of sex videos and the like, viral videos, just because they did something abnormal. Yes, but I believe there are people who are really famous for doing great things. I believe there are people who are actually,
like
yes,
Dr.
Kwame Nkrumah, for instance, yes. And I know, because my career as a broadcast journalist, I follow a lot of social issues, and then I know there are people who are really impacting on the lives of Ghanaians.
We hardly hear of them.
I think it's strictly based on the where you are working, like the things you do. For instance, I'm a journalist. Okay, so social issues are within my job area. I don't do entertainment. I'm not very much into entertainment. So there are many things in the entertainment industry that I overlook. Okay, so the personalities who are famous in the entertainment industry don't have me as a fan. And for that, I can say they are not famous to me. Yes, but actually they are famous because a lot of people know them. You see, so the point is there are people who are actually doing things and most people know them. Just that compared to how the young people of these days are all into flashy and vanity. Yes,
that's what the media is responding to.
Yes, they
Would
usually.
you say youth of today are desperate for fame?
Oh yeah, I do. I do believe that people are. It's a wrong thing though. It's actually very sad. But I think people are really desperate to be known, and I think it's the curse of the millennials. When I say millennials, those of us who were born from 1992, between 1990 and 2000. Yes, we were ushered into the social media craze, the proliferation of smartphones and certain kinds of technology has made instant gratification very easy. For instance, you just post a particular picture and then you get over 1,000 likes. You probably think you've done something, but you really haven't done anything. I mean, think about it. You just take a picture. But that illusion of achievement is very dangerous, and that's what makes people think that they are actually famous.
Sure.
Meanwhile, they are not, and they are really not actually contributing to anything at all to humanity, and that is very sad.
So there are some psychologists who are of this belief that people who are craving for fame are the most loneliest group of people in the world.
I in a way,
what's your take?
Yes, in a way agree with him. I do, because think about it. If your sense of self-worth and fulfillment is bound to the number of people who approve of you, or the number of people who like you, or the number of people who follow you, then you have a problem.
Sure.
Yes, because it's a sign of loneliness. You need other people. You need a lot of people to like you before you feel fulfilled, and that is wrong. Okay, I believe that if something that we should crave for is achievements, like proper impact on society, that is something that we should achieve. We should strive for, and when we get that, usually the fame comes with it. If it is good, for instance, you hear of people like Martin Luther. Martin Luther. I doubt Dr. Martin Luther King. I doubt he was a rich man. He had wealth. Yeah, but he's very famous as of now. He's so famous.
Still living. Yeah.
Yes.
Would you say? Okay.
Yes, and I think that if you crave for just the fame, just the part where people like you, people are talking about you, then it's a sign of loneliness. But if you crave for the achievement, the fulfillment, that comes with effort, and then people like you as a result, then I think it's perfect. That should be the correct way of achieving fame.
Would you say being in the public eye is a mixed blessing?
I would. Yes, I would.
Okay,
I would,
and why?
because think about it. I mean, you have promised billions, you're famous. I believe somebody somewhere is standing by with his or her smartphone, looking to take a picture of you, maybe yawning or doing something ridiculous, and then post it elsewhere, so that he gets likes and all. But me, as I am
Because bad
sitting
news sells.
as I am sitting my somewhere, and me, I am not famous some.
Oh, you really?
As I'm not famous, nobody is standing by to. Yeah, so I think when you achieve the fame, people you get to be in the public eye, and people, yes, your privacy is sort of invaded. So that is the mixed blessing thing, and I believe that if you find a way to actually articulate your life, whether you're famous for the right reasons, yes, if you find a way to articulate your life, you find a way to manage your life, you keep things strictly professional, you keep your personal life away from the spotlight, and most celebrities manage to do that.
Sure.
Someone like Mel Gibson, for instance.
Sure. And yes. I think that's the best, because people don't really get, even though you're popular, you get to control your affairs and stuff.
That is very true.
Would you say that, would you also agree with those who say that being famous is expensive?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
it
so
is.
Why is it?
For instance, being famous for the wrong reasons, yes, that is expensive, because that means you have to find a way of convincing people to like you, convincing people to follow you, okay, and you compromise on many of your qualities, many of your morals, and yes,
like people go to high gowns to be on the red carpets.
I think that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But if you want to do something, if you want to actually impact on society, if you want to do something that really matters, you wouldn't be thinking about people liking you. You'll be thinking about helping people.
Yeah, what you can do.
And when you actually happen to have the breakthrough, you actually are able to help people, you're able to create what you want to create, have that impact. The fame will come with it, and that fame is not expensive.
Sure.
But either way, fame is expensive in terms of not only material, in terms of effort, in terms of actions, in terms of struggle. That is expensive. It might not just be money. Yes, it might be effort, it might be sleepless nights, it might be lots of other things, yes, and that is expensive. But
very true.
Yes, but if you're only for the glamour, the fame, the part that everyone is looking at you and liking you, then that part is expensive. And actually, it doesn't even stand the test of time, because eventually people are going to see through the bullshit.
Certainly, I totally agree with you.
See through it, and then you will not be famous anymore, and it would have been wasted time.
All right, thank you very much for coming, Eddie.
You're welcome.
Mr. Edward AJ Kumi.
I'm looking forward to appearing on your show some more.
All right, so your last words before.
Yeah, well, my last words is to the youth.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we should focus more on being good people. Focus more on touching lives, walking in love towards our neighbor, actually creating things that will help humanity, and forget about the instant gratification that comes with doing absurd things. Yes, because when you look at all the great people in most of the famous people in history, they didn't
they all have a story to tell.
Yes, they didn't set out trying to become famous. They set out trying to make a difference, make an impact, and they did it. And with that impact, they became famous. Most of them don't. I doubt they even knew they were famous until they had died. Someone like Shakespeare, most of his plays became famous after he had died. And can you imagine Shakespeare? I believe he is one of the people who have done a lot for the English language.
So young people would have to work hard to attain that fame.
Yes, you have to.
I totally agree with you. But before I let you go, we have the segments on our show called Burning Questions, where we ask our guests some questions for them to answer.
Okay.
And I hope you are ready for that.
Let me see, am I ready? I am.
All right, so we are going for this commercial break. When we return, Burning Question is up next. Viewers, Burning Question is up next. Let's take this break. All right, so I'm still here with Mr. Edmond AJ Kumi, and he says he's ready for the burning questions.
Yes, I am ever ready, born ready.
So my question number one to you is, what is your one secret to success? Your one secret to success?
Hard work.
Okay.
Just hard work.
All right, and my last question to you is, if FedEx and UPX are to merge, what would be their name?
Wow, that's a tough one.
Just try and get it wrong. We will laugh at you.
I think
FedEx and UPS.
I think Fed Up S.
Yes, you got it.
Wow.
I knew I was dealing with a smart person. All right, thank you very much for coming. All right, so viewers, this is where we bring the show to an end. It has been fun and educative. And I want to say thank you to ICCAP, Inside KNUST Campus, for hosting us. And thank you to my makeup artist for making me look so beautiful. If you like what you are seeing, you can follow me on my Instagram and then DM me, and I will send the contact to you. And I think it's on the screen. You can take the number from there. And also a big thank you to my crew for being here, making everything wonderful. Next time with me, same time next week on this same channel. Remember, Jesus never says goodbye. I love you. Bye.